Just about set for football now here at Hard Rock Stadium in South Florida. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins.
Welcome to the field, your 2025 Miami Dolphins.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg, hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. This one caught by Waller. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll toss it here to Achane.
A simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Man in motion here is Washington. Tua, gonna give it to Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Tua. He gets it to the rangy tight end Waller. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That one broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
And the expectations coming into this year for Joe Burrow and this Bengals offense, they're sky high. And I know last year the defense was the issue and they really struggled, but the offense did their part. If the defense can have some improvement, they made a change at coordinator, they brought in some new personnel, the efficiency and the explosiveness of that offense is good enough not only to compete in the AFC, but to compete for a Super Bowl.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Noah Fant was the intended target. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now 2 to throw. He's got a man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
At the 42-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick as that ball is coming down.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's 2 and out on 2nd down. A throw on the move is caught. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the connections. First down, Miami.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Tua to throw again. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
3rd down, 3 to go. Again, it's Tua. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. Burrow to throw. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. Burrow. He'll find Andre Yusivas. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
A gain of 7.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. Here's Ryan Rico now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. On the return, here's Washington. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 3. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins are out to a 10-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Second down, Burrow. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here's Brown. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Gesicki, the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. He is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
The first down throw for Burrow. Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. To the pylon. He's in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals are on the board. It's 10-7.
Dolphins 10, Bengals 7.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll start on the ground. It's A-Chan. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Trey Hendrickson on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Looking underneath for Achane. And mark him down up beyond the 30. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Off play action, it's Tua. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If this was just one guy dominating them up front, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can chip him, you can double team him, you can start sliding the offensive line and pass protection his way, trying to slow him down. But this has been coming from a lot of different spots, and right now it just looks to be a breakdown in the protection, and they have no answer on how to stop it.
Here's Jake Bailey now, as he's on to punt for the second time. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. They go play action for Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. 3rd and 5. To throw is Burrow. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
27 yards.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. This one caught at the 4. And the Bengals going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Brown. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is caught by the tight end, Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Dolphins 10.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, Malik Washington. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Pistol, here's Tua. Taken in by Achane. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
It's a gain of 14
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for Nick Westbrook-Akine there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A play fake. Now Tua to throw. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Akine. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing again, it's Tua. Flushed to his right, and he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
So anytime the quarterback leaves the pocket, immediately all the receivers, Mike, have to go scramble drill. Continue to work open, separate, give your quarterback somewhere to go with the ball, but give credit to the defense. They plaster on all the eligible receivers, and he has to just throw this one away.
Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
And they'll elect out to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead as we go up to Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
They run on the jet sweep, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Third and 1.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher.
Still 3rd down.
So, instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Burrow to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within 1 possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap for 2. Oh, the ball's out. And it is recovered by the Bengals.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Bengals offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
He's out of bounds.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. But let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger gain.
So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bengals move out to a 24-10 lead.
Dolphins 10.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. B.J. Hill in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll bring Waller in motion here. Now it's Tua. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Tua. He's going to let this go. Downfield for Waller. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
On 1st down, Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these...
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll let one go down the middle. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Off the bootleg, here's, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The NFL sack leader from a year ago, Trey Hendrickson, in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Taking off, he'll try to get there. They had the perfect play call there. They needed 18, and they got 18. 1st down.
18. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Darren Waller. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. From the pistol, here's Achek. And he's going to have that 1st down. The tackle made up around the 35.
A gain of 6. And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A pistol set with Tagovailoa. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Shannon opens up this fourth quarter. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Down at the 41. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Here's Tagovailoa. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense about ready to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Burrow. Man coming free. Higgins wide open. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
And while it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point, they finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Man in motion, heading right. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. That's complete. It's Yosibas. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. 1st down.
That's another Bengals 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. And a Bengal 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's 19 yards for the 2nd straight play. They are rolling. Another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Oh, the elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Slot man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
From out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Chase Brown, touchdown Cincinnati. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Dolphins.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's 2. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A play fake. They're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Tua. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
First down.
A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards. 1st and 10. Now Tua. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10 at the
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Look wide, get this one complete, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively, bring him down for no gain.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Third down and 9. Again, it's Tua. Going up top. That is brought in. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
That's another
It's a big play there for Miami. It's a gain of 43 yards.
1-yard line.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's first and goal. Throwing again, it's Tua. He's got his big tight end, Darren Waller. Touchdown, Dolphins.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Patterson now to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Dolphins are able to cut into the deficit.
Bengals 31, Dolphins 17.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosibas. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. He gets that to his big target fast. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
At the 27-yard line.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. The tight end Fant in motion. A run on first and goal. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Here now, second down and goal. They'll drop to throw. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. And that's going to bring it to third and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On third and goal, they'll run for it. And the defense rallies to the ball, brings him down at the 5. It's fourth down.
A 2-yard gain. It's now fourth and goal.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
17.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Here's Eskridge now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Now a screen set up for H-check.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Second down, they need 7. In motion, it's Waddle. Play action. Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. This offensive line just has no answers right now. it's another sack.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Burrow takes a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from South Florida.